52 weeks. 52 songs. 52 music videos. As I say it out loud, I feel like I'm setting myself up for failure. I don't think I've ever done anything consistently for an entire year. I mean, not intentionally anyways. There's breathing and eating. I do go to work. But even then I take time off. So, this isn't going to be easy. But I guess that's kind of the point, right? Hold up. You probably don't know who I am or what the hell I'm talking about. Let's take it back.
Okay. Nah, not that far back. Oh,
These
here we go.
motherfuckers don't wonder we're Mac, bitch. The fact is I'm only like cake by a fat kid. Attacking.
What in the TI? How's that staying on your head, my man? Anyways, I started rapping as a little dude, filming and posting my videos up on
Show
YouTube.
my past videos and my future ones, stay in tune. Probably they wanna be humming, drumming, and thumbing it up, and it comes and it go. Never the wanna be dumbing it down and be running the town.
I really started developing my early style with a lot of influence from strange music, Eminem.
Wanna face you, I be rhyme designing lines, be finding that time to blow. I go boom, but a boom, boom, rock. Give me room to assume my style. You are doomed if I move through crews for the too loose with a cuckoo smile. Said about it is a lust for the millions. Luck said I died a kid.
I was kind of obsessed with the technical style of rap.
So flash me, bruh. Hip hop, bro, don't clash with me, duh. Slip, not throat, choke, blast, debris, stuck in this truck. Flows, dope, damn the beats, nuts and shit, boss, YOLO, hash, or eat nuts. Mix back the beats, bust of every.
But I really enjoyed performing in front of people. Yeah, so we were doing shows, showcasing for Prevail of Swollen members, opening up for Mercules, even roadie stuff, setting up stages locally for Tech 9 and even MGK. Then there was a 6-year hiatus? A blip. I don't know. Maybe there's a future album for that. Hell, maybe even a movie. Anyways, I decided to revitalize my passion and started releasing my first official music on streaming platforms independently.
Which brings me to today's sponsor. Nah, I'm just playing. But for real, though.
I started uploading my first songs on DistroKid, and things were going well for a few months.
Hey, what up? It's Mac-Leven. I just dropped a new single on all the streaming services, and you can check out the links in the description or the comments down below. Peace.
And then all of a sudden, the world kind of stopped working like normal. But just like you, I picked myself up, developed my own sourdough mother, I brewed my own beer, and blew all of my money on Bitcoin. Okay, half truth. I did all right. But the point is, we found a way to just get through it. One of the ways I got through it was trying something new. I was going to write a new song and shoot a new music video every week. I wasn't going to obsess over perfection and psych myself out like before. Not this time. Not today, Satan. No, sir. I was just going to show up and do it, no matter how good or bad I felt about the finished product. And sometimes I did feel bad. But I was just going to put it out into the universe. That's how Throwaway Thursday was born. This was exciting for me because I'd only ever filmed one cinematic music video before this. Everything else was just behind the mic, one angle, no cuts, real basic. So of course the first couple weeks went the same way. But then it got interesting.
Throwaway Thursday, yeah. Deuces.
Are we done yet? This better be the last take.
I wanted to keep things entertaining, but more importantly, I wanted to flex my creative muscles, learn new skills, and build on the old ones. I was even talking to myself before Connor Price.
I need some Pepsi Cola, no relic energy, high spirits, oh that rum and coca. No, never mind, yeah man, fill the cup of pronto. You're pretty good, man, you well, I am fully auto. Feel like I won the lotto.
I was pretty proud of myself. I had uploaded 21 songs and music videos consistently, with only 1 or 2 weeks where technical difficulties got in the way, not for lack of trying. But right on cue, inconsistency crept its nasty little head in, and I drifted once again. I was actually going to start Throwaway Thursday back up again in the beginning of 2025. I even had 3 songs recorded, But then, the day I could have never planned for happened. My wife got struck by a vehicle running a red light. Everything stopped. Thankfully, she wasn't seriously injured, but healing took time. Her car was totaled, so it hit us physically and financially. Our plans for the future definitely shifted.
So I want to get a head start on this big year, maybe batch a couple weeks ahead if possible. I got the first couple weeks written to give myself a creative head start, but I still need to record, mix, master, film, edit. So I got a lot on my plate still. I'm thinking I should probably help out Future Mac by getting these things done ahead of time. I do work best under pressure, but I don't feel like gambling with that every week this year. So,
Good idea, Pass Mac. I mean, you can't always plan for the future, no matter how in order you think your life is.
I'm getting ready for the first release of the year. I recorded this one a while back for Throwaway Thursday, but we had to postpone the series. So I'm just going to go back, check the levels, make sure they're good, master it, and get ready for upload. Let's get into it. Okay, so when I recorded this like a year ago, I have this outro part that doesn't quite really match with my original takes for my verse and my hook. So the transition between the hook and the outro, it just sounds so different. It sounds like it's on a different mic, from a different person on a different day. So I'm adding this EQ to all the vocal layers there, and it's a radio EQ effect.
Then I don't know, cousin, and I don't, and you don't, so I don't. We shut the fuck up about all the things that we just think we know.
So I used automation to gradually build up to that filter EQ as it's transitioning from the hook to the outro. That way it sort of blends the differences, and it's not as noticeable because you just think, oh, it's just changing the EQ, or this is a vocal effect, so that's why it sounds a bit different. And then it blends back down into the original as it leads into the outro. Yeah. All right, let's do this shit.
Let's get this shit flowing. I've been a bit slowing. I'm in the shit flowing, but I need to get going. I need to ride the wave. That's what kids say. The shit they keep me alive. Yeah. Honestly, if I ain't have them, I would probably die. I'd probably hop a bridge, but instead I opt to live. See, I'm being positive. This is how I got about all the things that we just think we know. Throwaway Thursday.
Okay, so the levels are where they need to be for streaming services. I think it sounds good. I'm going to export it, test it out in the car, and take it from there if I need to make any micro changes. Or otherwise, I think it should be ready to upload.
The only thing you know is that I know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know, cousin, and I don't, and you don't, so I don't. We shut the fuck up about all the things that we just think we know. Throwaway Thursday, yeah.
All right, I'm happy with the mix. I was a little worried about the little outro chorus. It definitely was a different tone than the original recording, and it didn't quite line up. It just sounded like it was being recorded by different people in a different location on a different mic almost, but in keeping with using what I originally had. I think the blend of the EQ, making it kind of like a telephone frequency, cut out the lows and some of the highs, and just be left with that telephone effect. I think that blends it enough together that you can't really tell that it's supposed to sound so different. Just making sure that it don't crash. Yeah, I think we're ready to edit the video. My wonder is, do I keep it original content like I did with the audio? Because I recorded, I think I have at least 2 takes of the song. So 2 different angles that I recorded at an Airbnb when I went there with my wife earlier this year. And so I feel like one of them, it was poor lighting. I tried to go for a certain effect. I don't know if it translated well going back and looking at it, but I think at least one of them's salvageable, has like better lighting, and maybe we just keep it one shot, just do some edits with some zooming and maybe some After Effects type stuff. Keep it simple. Maybe there's some clips from the other angle that are salvageable too. Or do I just record all new footage for it? I'm kind of leaning to just keeping what I had and going from there. This whole thing's not about perfection, right? It's about showing up and coming out with some content. So I got 52 weeks to go, so maybe I should just cut myself some slack and use what I already have and instead of trying to overcomplicate things. I think that's what I'll go with. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, we will. I mean, chaos can always creep in and toss a wrench into your operation. We both know how that goes.
You know, it's kind of weird driving by all these fields flooded. It's reminding me of a few years back when I was at the lowest of my lows. I was unemployed, savings ran up, credit cards maxed, had to pay back those COVID payments. Like, I was in a dark place. And leading up to starting working again, we had these massive floods in Chilliwack and the neighboring towns and cities. And after the flood happened, I ended up getting my shit together, getting a job, paying the bills, food back on the table, taking care of my family. It's now interesting that a few years later, unfortunately, we're experiencing more floods, especially in the surrounding areas. And it's leading up to when I'm getting my shit together musically, creatively. I don't want to get biblical, but I mean, symbolically, floods are a catalyst for change. Sometimes devastatingly. I mean, a flood can really upend your life. But there's always a chance for rebirth. You can always build on what you once had. May not be what you want or what you thought you needed. But there's always opportunity. You just gotta be willing to look for it. This might not be perfect, but I can adjust it as needed. I'm gonna do some hard zooms and special effects and shit, spice it up. It's only one take, so gotta make it a little interesting. Sometimes we're blinded by self-doubt. Keeps us from doing the things that we want to do, that we should do. And sometimes we're too comfortable in what we've got going on. And sometimes a flood comes along and wrecks your shit. I don't know. I hope the best for everybody. Hopefully not too many people are being displaced right now. And the ones that are, hopefully they got some good friends, family, neighbors to help them out. Be strong for each other. Social equity. That's the shit right there. And that's something else I hope to build from this. Like, I'm not planning on getting rich from this little docu-series or vlog, whatever you want to call it. But I want to connect to people, and I want to build a community. Maybe that leads to money down the road. But sometimes it can be better than money.
Alright, let's do this shit.
I'm recording still. Shit. Kind of the theme of this shit is chaos can just creep its nasty little head up at you anytime, any place.
Incoming call. Press Uconnect phone button to answer. Call rejected.
It's just my wife.
It's true, anytime, any place. But I realize the reverse is also true. Even far out in a sea of seen and unseen chaos, you can still find a little island of order. And sometimes that's all you need to sustain yourself while you push through the waves and get closer to balance.
So you just gotta roll with the punches. You need to just keep doing the thing that you do to survive, to thrive. If we let every obstacle, big or small, stop us from doing what we're meant to do, I don't know what to tell you. Life doesn't just get easy. Whether you have no money, you got lots of money, you got a little bit of money, you used to have money, but now you don't have money. It doesn't matter. Shit will happen. As it always does. So, just keep at it. I'm gonna keep at it. Fucking better. Hit me up in the comments and be like, yo, where the fuck's the next week? You better not be late for next week. You said it. You said 52 weeks. We didn't put that on you. You put that on yourself. So, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do that. So you hop in the comments, get on my ass. That's what the series is really about. It's throwing away that spiraling self-doubt. It's throwing away the bad habits that are keeping you from pursuing your dreams. It's doing what's hard, because that's what provides the most value. Even if it's an incredibly delayed satisfaction, it's always worth it to put yourself out there. Find a way. Just get up and do what you love.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's all gravy, man. Fries, big ass burger, mushroom melt and shit. It's gonna be great, man.